What's going on, YouTube? Just running a couple errands today on the Super Duke 1290. Yeah, haven't done this in a while. Kind of rusty. So yeah, I'm dealing with all this street traffic. So what's been going on? So I went on a camping trip, but took my car. So if you follow me on Instagram, you could have seen some pictures of that. Carrizo Plain, 4.5 hours drive from where I am, from the Bay Area, and it's pretty fun. It's really hot. It was like 106 degrees at the highest, and then it goes down to like 60 something at night. So I mean, I've done that before on a track day, so it was like 100 something on the track day. We were camping at the track, but we had shade, so this one we didn't have shade, so it wasn't as, it was worse, but we managed. What else is there? So a couple of weeks ago I hurt my back, so doing some squats. It wasn't even a heavy squat, it was just, you know, I guess it was just a matter of time that I was going to hurt it. So then this truck is going everywhere I'm going. It's super annoying. But yeah, so I hurt it and I couldn't really ride. I mean, I couldn't really ride the sport bike, the S1000RR, so I'm kind of stuck riding this thing, which is a good thing that I have it. So I was just warming up, just one plate. I was just warming up, and then I heard like a pop. So it was a lower back muscle strain. That's what the doctor said. I'm still kind of recovering from that. I can squat again, but I was already doing more than 2 plates before, and now I have to go back to just doing 1 plate and easing back into it. Yeah, there's a lot of cars here. It's like everyone's going home around this time, so that's why it's kind of busy. Yeah, so I'm easing back into it, but this riding position of the Super Duke is much friendlier and it's much nicer for me. Yeah. It's a good thing I have this bike, you know. You have a nice, fast, comfortable bike. So too bad for the S1000. So it kind of adds more to the reason why I don't really need that bike. That's why this bike sounds really good as well. So anyway, I've been going back and forth between, if you guys don't already know, I've been talking about it. I don't know if I should keep the S1000R or not, but there is a good chance that I'm probably going to let it go again, even though I said I wouldn't. But it's just, I just don't use it. I really just don't use it. And side to side with this bike here, it just doesn't make any sense. Like this one does. I mean, I know this is not as fast as the S1000, but usability wise, it makes me like this bike more because I can just use it more. And especially when I hurt my back, this is the only bike I could ride. I couldn't ride the S1000R for like 2 weeks. So I rode it again just a couple days ago, and yeah, I can ride it again. I healed, but I still feel a little pinch when I kind of curved my back, so I'm still not fully healed. I'm getting there. So I guess you know, just getting old, I guess. I make sure to shred, you know, to warm up completely. I guess I didn't warm up long enough to let my back muscle like warm up completely. I don't know. I mean, I was warming up with 1 plate. I mean, usually it wasn't even anything heavy. It's just, it's super annoying, and then I just snapped it, you know. This is the second time it happened to me. The first time was when I was like 2 years ago I was just learning how to squat. I wasn't even like going heavy yet, but then yeah, I just learning, and then yeah, I just snapped it, and then after that I've been getting better and better, and then now I snap it again. So I guess I gotta fix either my form or the way I warm up, or both. Just, you know, I gotta watch out for that, because getting old, I guess, you're not as indestructible as before. All right, so yeah, as I was saying, I think I'm gonna really have to think about replacing the S1000RR with something that's more if I didn't have this bike, the 1290 Super Duke, let me start it real quick. All right, if I didn't have the Super Duke, of course I'm gonna keep the S1000, but I do have this bike, so I'm kind of in a weird situation here, that I have two really good bikes and first world problems. I just don't know. I mean, I already know, kind of. I went through this. That was my third S1000RR, so I think if I think back to it, it was kind of a impulse buy, because I saw the Super Duke 2 years prior when I had, I guess, my 2016, and I liked it. I should have bought this instead of the 2018 S1000RR because 2 years ago, before I bought the 2018, I still had the 2016. I should have just went ahead and bought the Super Duke. Yeah, so now I'm regretting, all the mods, the money that I spent on it, and I'm riding this one more. It's just I could have been riding this much earlier and enjoying this, since 2 years ago. It's an amazing bike. The Super Duke, I highly recommend it. So, so I think it's a high chance that I'm gonna just have to let the S1000RR go. So, in that case, I'm gonna have to get something really, really nice to replace it. So equally as a bike that I actually love as well. So it has to be a bike that I love for me to give up the S1000RR. It can't be just any bike that that I want to try. No, it's not like that. It has to be something that's really, really good, because my S1000 is obviously super modified out, and I really like how it rides. So it has to be something that's really, really good, so that I won't have buyer's remorse, and I know for sure that I made the right decision. I already know what I want to get, actually, but I'll keep you guys guessing. Maybe you guys don't, let me know what you guys think I should get next, if I want to change from the S1000. I'm curious. I forgot to mention that my wife is riding the Triumph Tiger, and she really loves that thing. She saw the light, adventure bikes is the way to go. She hasn't ridden her Gixxer for a long time, maybe like 2 weeks now. There's no point, really. Not in the street, anyway. Well, yeah, so what would you guys do if you guys have the KTM Super Duke and the S1000RR? Which one would you give up? I'm pretty biased, and I already know what I'm gonna pick, but I'm curious as to how many people would choose the S1000RR or the KTM Super Duke to give up if they have both of them.